Until we all come to accept the fact that truth is only one, and that when truth is up, emotions and everything should just go to sleep. Because truth is one. Facts are facts. When we are talking about facts, your emotions really don't matter to anybody because they are facts, and we have to pay attention to the facts. In our industry, I know one conversation that so many people are either not ready to grab or maybe they are not paying attention is the fact that some people have been leaders in this business. Some people have been directing the course of this business. Some people have always been the pace setters of this business. But are we paying attention to them? Maybe yes and maybe no. I have a video for you. A video that I'll be sharing as much as this conversation is concerned. A video that has been trending online. A video that has been trending online thanks to I think Shatta Game Boy or Shatta the Barber, or better still TAR DSM fan base timeline on Facebook where I saw it from. But obviously originally you can see the video is coming from I think Pure FM in Kumasi, and I believe that interview might have been conducted by a man like Hammer Inti, because he has been conducting such kind of interviews. Whoever did that, kudos to the person and more credits to them as well for such a beautiful job. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the fact that in our industry, so many people know the truth. They know what will work. They know what we have to do. They know very well when someone is playing gimmicks. They know very well when someone is just playing to the gallery and making us believe he or she is the big deal. They know when someone is always trying to look good, but in reality, that is the wrong way. But as to whether we be bold to come forward to talk about them, that has been the problem, because nobody wants to be tagged. Nobody wants to be like, that guy, when he comes, you come and say this. That guy, when he comes, you come and do this. That guy, when he comes, he will do this, he will do that. Nobody wants to be like that. Apart from that, nobody wants to be in the name of blacklisted. Nobody wants to be blacklisted. So, they see the truth, but instead of talking about it, they ignore. Because they don't want to hear that, oh, there were some great people sitting on some round table taking decisions, and that when your name came up, they said, because you've done this, because you said this, they will not consider your name. Nobody wants to suffer that. So even when we know the truth and we have to talk about it, we all ignore. Nobody wants to be seen as the scapegoat or the black sheep, like we say among us. Nobody wants to be seen as the black sheep, that, oh, he doesn't have to be a part of us. He doesn't belong here. No, because of that, many are playing the unlooking in our industry. The other day, there was a musician I met, and the musician was telling me about what a certain radio presenter has done to him and his group. They were actually a music group. They had a record label that they were dealing with beautifully, until for whatever reason that radio presenter came in the midst of their business, and out of that they had an issue with the record label boss. Later, when they came back to reunite with the record label boss, they got information that whatever happened was because of that radio presenter who was in the midst of the business, or who became part of the business midway. The guy was sitting on the front seat of my car and he was telling me this. The fact that out of that particular issue, their business even ended. As it stands now, they are not releasing songs because they don't have any label or partner to deal with. Now they are individually doing some things on their own. Meanwhile, these guys have multiple hits. If I should play their songs to you right now, you say, oh, those guys, they were a double kind of group. Two guys doing it well, getting all the hits. But because of the things the radio presenter said about them and did whilst he was around their record label, there were confusion here and there. So I asked the gentleman, so within you, you know very well that this is what the radio presenter did to you that you were not happy about. Between you and I, you know very well that this is the main issue, and that even if you talk about it, it will help other people to also stay away from this same radio presenter so they also don't fall victims to him. Do you know what he told me? Brother, me, I don't talk about it though, because if you talk about it, you know this industry, they will blacklist you. I said, hey, that is how our industry is now sunk. But we don't talk about it because we are scared someone will blacklist us. It did not end there. Recently, same way, some young talent telling me about something that people have done, and I told him, why don't you want to come talk about it? He's having issues with his record label boss of a sort, or his manager of a sort, where the manager has been doing this and that to him. The manager has been abusing him. Business is not going the way he wants to go, and he's scared to talk about it because you know why? He thinks the manager is so connected to industry people that should he make any attempt to talk about the issue, he is dead, like he's a goner. And he also told me same thing. Once again in my car. I love to have conversations in my car, especially when the conversation is a one-on-one conversation. Me and you alone, we sit in our car, we look at and we do our talking. And he told me the same thing. He can't talk about it because when he does, the industry will blacklist him. Because of that, he's dying inside. His soul in him is dying, but he can't talk. So far, if there is one guy who has made himself a sacrificial lamb, I'm sure we will all give it to Shatta Wale. Yes, I know. There are some people, when I talk, they get it right. They understand that this is the fact. There are some people, when I talk, they see me to be certain agenda and being propaganda and being PR and doing all those things. But like I said in my introduction, facts are facts. Forget about your feelings, forget about your emotions. These are facts. And do you know how I get to know this? I get to know this through statements that we make in this industry. We know in this industry, we make the statement too. So today they will not talk about it. Tomorrow they will not talk about it. In the near future, they will go around and say, and Shatta said it, and we did not mind him. And when Shatta was saying it, that has been the story of many. Because to him, he decided to fight for the industry that he's a part of. He will sacrifice himself. He will go forward. He will come Facebook Live to talk about it. He should suffer blacklisting. In fact, in the minds and the hearts of some people, to them, they've blacklisted Shatta. But unfortunately, their blacklist on Shatta doesn't have any effect, or it has zero effect on him. To some people, they see Shatta Wale as the black sheep. But whether they see him as a black sheep or not, when we are calling sheep to go to the slaughterhouse to kill them, they can't kill him because he won't be called either. To some people, they don't see him worthy to be on some tables. But yes, he is still cashing out big time in this same industry. Because maybe he has done anything bad to them or no. It is because they were rot in the system that he decided to talk about. Because there were so many malfunctions in the industry that he decided to be vocal about it. Vociferously vocal about it. Because of that, they have hated him till now. But unfortunately, you turn around and they still get some people talking about this thing, Shatta. I thought they haven't forgotten. When Oboba J. Adofo was talking, the good old Oboba J. Adofo, legendary high life artist, he talked about the same thing. Not the recent. There was a previous video like that where he said, in their time, he said, listen to what the partner said. He said, in their time, if they had gotten the type of Shatta Wale like 3, like their industry would have been good, and like by now, life would have been more comfortable than it is now. in his own words. If the producer have time, you go and look for that video for you to listen to. He said if they had people like Shatta Wale's type in their industry 10 times, like 3, they would have been good.
Yeah. This is your boy, Wale Music TV. Say subscribe my channel. So wanna subscribe me. Rihanna, I click a bell. Don't do. Na me the video be out tomorrow. I want the first person, but Rihanna drop a comment to us. So Wale Music TV, Shatta Wale TV. I have more Shatta Wale news. Na update everything be offend Shatta Wale who be. I want to become what demo platform me do. Into bomb down subscribe. Next share. No bled and I will system where you may do Wale Music TV. Thank you.